problem is, what the hell is this random value doing here? Okay. That works, obviously, I would say. I need a GPS, absolutely. This is not working. Why is shader state flags 1 all the time? Oh, because I have only one stage. So this works. And the other one with the derived from binding, that would be not derived from, containing a member. Also works. Then why does pipeline not work? Pipeline is, well, maybe I should try stage first. Let's see. The pipeline is made of stages, and one stage is made of a shader module. Didn't test that one. No, and that is made of declarations. There's more to test, as it were. Yeah, declaration works. Let's just let's test declarations. Also takes a shader module. Arg. Oops, let me just make an S of that. So declarations takes a shader module pointer. Okay, let's try this one. Yeah, and then it goes wrong. So the problem is probably in declarations with an S. My best guess is that an object that I have a reference to is moved in memory. So it might have to do with this. But as far as I know, this is a temporary, so it should be just being moved. It should not invalidate any references inside the declaration. Certain, yeah, well, it's just to test this, so I'm kind of lazy. I just wanted to work. Could put this in as .cpp files large enough, but doesn't really matter right now. See, the problem is I have random values here. And they're being read from, well, from references to something. So I guess those references are invalidated. And the only place, yeah, I don't know where that can happen. I don't think it can happen here. Or maybe it can. Maybe the declarations are moved. So if you look at the declaration itself, that has a tuple with references. So it's derived from generated with a tuple with references as template argument. Which is tuple, which is a member here at the bottom. So this members here contains references. So yeah, whatever those references are pointing to should never be moved to memory after creating this. That means that this thing here, the declaration itself, should never be moved. And the same thing for everything else that is derived from generated. Also not copied, but I'm pretty sure that I will delete the move constructor and the copy destructor is also removed. I'll never be able to remember that, I guess. Let's just remove the copy constructor as well, and while I'm on it. I don't want any assignments. Should not be any assignments either. Hopefully that does the trick. I'm not even sure you can delete that like that, but I think you can. Yeah, and then it fails on construct add. At that point. So this line is indeed a problem. I'm moving, probably moving declarations here. I can split this line up in making a vector. That should still work, I guess. Doesn't work. Can't even create it. Ooh. It's interesting. Yeah, okay, but I understand that more or less, because this would just really be a moving a standard vector. That wouldn't do anything to the declaration elements itself. Okay, let's do the following. I'm not clearing it. I'm making a new vector. Apparently this already moves declarations, so that is not possible. So I have to make it empty. And then I'm gonna loop over all elements. That would be the declarations, of course. Declaration in the old vector. And then we construct a thing, and then here I'm just gonna move it. That should definitely work. For example, if I now do nothing here, then I think it should compile. Yes. But yeah, okay. So now I want to fill this thing, but construct it in place. And that means that we must create new declarations at that point. And the declaration that I want to, well, the only declaration, the only constructor that I can use is this one. So I just pass mowner to it. It should work, isn't it? I have an mowner here. Owner, mowner. So I'm not copying the old declarations, am I? Reset everything. Everything is already reset, but now I'm constructing new declarations, so I'm not using declaration. That's the point. Yeah, so we might as well just run over all elements from 0 to I less than the new size plus I. We just create new declaration objects inside this vector using mplaceback. Wait, that should not compile actually. No, it does not compile. See, the reason that this does not compile is this requires a move. Hello, A4. If there are people that were here yesterday at the end of the stream, then tell me and I'll explain how I solved the problem that I had then. Anyone is interested? I did that off stream. New declarations mplaceback might need to grow vector. And if you grow it, then you move stuff. And decorations cannot be moved. I think, you know, it's simply impossible actually to put anything in a vector that cannot be moved. I also think that moving is the only thing that we require here. Not move assignment or anything, do we? So if I allow that again. Yeah, then it compiles. But then the question is if I can... Now before I even look into that, I want to know if I can do... If I can use the other function again. Or, well... constructor, I mean. Because this time, no, that doesn't work. It's using the copy constructor instead of move constructor. So we made progress already, and then at least this one is moving stuff instead of copying it. What I have now. But yeah, so the problem is that if you use in place back and that needs to grow the size of the vector, then and there is no space at that point. We just allocate new memory and all the elements have to be moved to the new location in memory. Therefore, you always need to have a move constructor for elements that are contained in a vector. But our declarations are derived from something that contains references to our elements. So if we move that, then all those references break. See, if generated itself also has something, of course. Generated itself only has a name, well, we can move that, and a tulip. So I could change, or I could change the tulip tuple here, I mean, but yeah, I cannot reassign the references, so probably should just, you know, override it, override the whole generated. To reconstruct the generated from a new tuple. So we need to have a copy constructor. I think this thing has a copy constructor, and that would also work. Yeah, that's no problem. So a move constructor then should oh boy. This just now the move constructor actually is the exact same thing as a normal constructor, except that this one is used as a proxy for owner. So it's not really a move constructor anymore. It's more like moving and then erasing or resetting everything. If I do not want to reset everything, then I would have to copy the contents. But I cannot just copy the contents. I mean, I cannot do, say, this and so on, because set index. Okay, set index is an interval. That's actually possible. I think you can copy an interval. Interval is just a wrapper around some value, where I is some integer, so that's no problem. And then we have the binding, which is also an interval, and we have a shader resource, and that is more problematic, I think. Also, wait, no, this thing is more complex, isn't it? Also, just an interval. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, well, that's Now the move constructor has turned into a copy constructor. But yeah, I'll leave it as a move constructor. Or maybe I should not do that. We use the copy constructor. It uses the same CPU, so there's no difference. I don't know what to do. I wrote a full-fledged copy constructor. Yeah, nah, I don't know. I'll leave it like this, I think. I'll leave it as a move constructor. That index cannot be assigned. Because its copy assignment operator is deleted. Oh, the bloody thing has a const. Const things. It can only be constructed. Okay, why not? Let me think. Yeah, okay. I guess that will work. So instead of assigning them, we're just constructing all members from the original. This now uses the copy constructor instead of assignment, right? I'm not sure things changes. I think I see things change, so I'm not sure if it runs. I'm not sure if it will finish. Oh boy, and this is only a single stage. It's gonna take forever. Okay, I'm gonna stop it. I stopped it. But it looks good, I think. Shader resource went from 2 to 3, and now here it is 3 and went to 4. And it was reset, so now it's 0 and went to 1. Let's try running it outside and without printing. How much time will I give it? Oops. What happened? I think I ran out of memory or something like that. Am I still broadcasting? Hold on. Testing 1, 2. It seems I'm still broadcasting. Yeah, it killed Chromium. It killed my browser. So, oh, I don't have memory enough. Let's kill the thing that uses the most memory. Okay. So that produced a file of 1 gigabyte in a few within a few seconds. So pretty fast. And it's finished, or it crashed. We'll never know unless we look at the end. Nope, it crashed. I think it crashed because it ran out of memory or something. I mean, it just ends here. It ends here. Not even a new line or anything. Discern, no, it's Linux only. It should be easily portable if it wasn't for the fact that I don't know, well, so far it should be easily portable, I think, if you have a Windows machine and you understand what you're doing. Although, yeah, no, maybe not. I'm using my thread pool, which is very Linux specific. Okay. So let me reset this before we go anywhere. Let's see, restore dot. So each directory here, or many of these directories, are other Git repositories. And the ones that are Linux specific is that one, I think. Although Yeah, well, it's a front end for libcwd, which is usable as long as you only use a debug output on another other operating system, and that's the only thing that I'm doing. So with some effort, it's usable. This is really POSIX stuff, so that's the whole building system. Might be slightly problematic here and there, but roughly based on CMake. This is too Linux specific. You'll never get that ported. But that's I/O, so I'm not using that. It's sockets and stuff like that. File I/O, socket I/O especially. So then that won't also work, but I'm not using that. There would be asynchronous IP lookup, hostname lookup. And then, yes, all the socket task will also not work, but then I don't know. I guess I'm not using that for the Vulkan engine. Thread pool also has some Linux specific stuff, or some, quite a lot actually. So that might be the biggest problem. I'm heavily using this. And XCB, yeah, I mean, yeah, okay, that's definitely a problem. XCB is Linux specific, I guess, so you would have to do something completely different for that. So Windows, opening the Windows, if you want to open a window, then you can't use this, on Windows anyway. But then if I go here, this should all be easily portable. And that's all the Vulkan stuff. Okay, protocols is actually Second Life stuff that I was working on. This as well, you can get that. Only the stuff that is in Vulkan is really Vulkan engine, I guess. And I don't have anything Linux specific in it, except that I'm using my thread pool. So if you could write a new thread pool or something like that. But I don't know. I guess it's a no. Right. Why did it crash? Could, I guess, start with turning debug output off. On top. What? This is just declarations? Oh my god. Right, that's not good. Guess I'll run it again. Okay, let me try to run it in debugger. I do not see my memory pointer moving. And now I'm printing a debug output. So it might go very, very, very slow. Yeah, we'll have to try this without debug output, or at least a lot less. But GPS includes CWDS. Let me first commit what I have now. Okay, so yeah, for the people that were yesterday here, so I was trying to make my array work. Well, this is the solution. So I am using an initializer list. Then you can't pass all the elements between the braces. So the initialization is exactly the same as with a normal array. And then not even using array implementation, I'm just using another array constructor. So this is another constructor which is protected, which is then being called. And the correct way to make an integer sequence or an index sequence is by passing whatever make index sequence returns to, well, as argument of a function. And then, as you say, if you make the constructor itself is a template. It takes a lot of size type integers, and then you put that here inside inside a standard index sequence as the type, and then you get the whole list of IS. So make index sequence makes an index sequence 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way up till n-1, which are then filled in here. So now IS is a parameter pack that runs from 0 all the way up till n, which you can then simply use in a normal pack expansion. So this is not a folding expression, but it still works. So array is constructed, sorry, yeah, this is the base class. It's still visible here. So the base class is initialized from a list of type T's constructed from the dereference of the initializer list iterator plus IS. So what it does is it fills in 0 here, add that to the begin iterator, dereference it, then you get the first element of the initializer list. That then is used to constructor T, and then because of the dot dot dot, it just repeats it anyway. The whole folding expressions are only needed when you need something else than a comma. You can also use commas, I think, but you can use arbitrary operators. In this case, we just need commas, so no folding expression needed. So we do dot dot dot, and then that results in a comma followed by exactly the same thing, but then IS replaced with 1, and then comma, and then again the same thing, but IS replaced by 2, all the way up till the last IS, which is then equal to n-1. So we get all n elements in iList. And that works pretty awesome. Only difference is that normally if you construct an array and you use let's say An array, the array has a size 5, and you just pass three arguments. Then the last two would be default constructed. And that won't work here, because that means that the size of iList is 3, which means that we would have to run from 0 to 3 here. Then it would work. If you just, standard array simply initialize with 3 t's, then the last 2 t's that you don't specify would be default constructed if n is 5. But that means that I have to pass 3 here instead of 5. And you do something like this instead of this. But you're not allowed to do iList size, because that's not a const expression. And since this is a template parameter, it must be a const expression. You don't know what the size of iList is until yeah. I mean, this same constructor could be used multiple times. Maybe it would be possible with something like a template size type, the length. But yeah, that would not be a standard initializer list. That's just has a dynamic size that you don't know until it's called. Anyway. What is that called? It's not copy initialization, but the thing doesn't even have a. I'm just gonna call it initialization. Initialization. Let's say initialized arrays. And the rest, what is the rest? That's a lot of changes. No, just a test anyway, so. What is that? Alias. Oh, I have env.source in. Yeah, maybe I should not want to do this yet, or I don't care. I just commit everything. Commit -a. Work in progress. And then a push where people can look at it if they want to. Now everything is clean, and now I want to turn off some debugging outputs to begin with all the output concerning calls to reset and next. This is also not really needed. No, interval is also. So now just prints the result after advancing it. I want to see that at least it changed. What is the change here? Yeah, it went from texture 0 to texture 1 or not? Yeah, texture 0 changed into texture 1. So something changed. And now if you suppress even that, because it just takes so long, let's just count how many we have. Now hopefully I can stop it before I run out of memory again. So, looking at the memory bar, and then I press enter and have my other hand on Control C. Memory bar doesn't move. It stopped already. Okay, I don't know why Chromium decided to stop. It's nothing special, this. Maybe it was a coincidence. And the count is small as well. Only 1,7 million. Strange. I'll forget about it until Chromium crashes again. Then I'll pretend it never happened. Let's try. I want to see the end, because it did stop in the middle last time. Let's print the last 100. Yeah. Yeah, well, that looks finished. Now it ends with, so here we have texture 0 still, and here we have texture 1, texture 1, texture 1, texture 1. Furthermore, we have binding 2 is the maximum value. Set index maximum. So we have the maximum number of declarations, which is 4. And then each has a maximum value for set index, which is 2, and binding, which is 2. And a shader resource, which is texture 1. So this whole line is kind of repeated 4 times, yeah. All of that. No, not that it is highlighted, but it should be. Two, texture 1, and again 2, texture 1. Yeah. Okay. Now can I reproduce that as well? So that would be we begin with number of declarations is 0, which gives us 1 possibility, no declaration at all, and then 1 declaration. If we have only 1 declaration, we have, well, these are 3 values, 0, 1 and 2, and this one also 3, and this one has 4 values, so it's 3 times 3 times 4. Oh my god, cannot calculate it. 3 times 3 times 4 is 36. And then we have 2 declarations. So that would be 36 squared. And 3 declarations. 4 declarations. And do we have a winner? That's the same value. So, okay, I'm convinced it worked. Now then, let's do a pipeline, the final one. Not final one. Then we just begin. The big one. No. No. Seriously? Well, pipeline. Okay. Okay, I'm confused. Probably pipeline with, we have a pipeline with a single stage. And the stage has a single declarations. And for the rest nothing. Guess that's the reason. Pipeline, yeah, we have limited to a single stage. That's true. And the single stage has a shader module, and that has declarations. The stage is always 0 because that's just a fixed number. Stage 0. If you have only one stage, then it's always stage 0. So I guess this declarations thing ends somewhere here, and then the rest of the braces blah blah. And the layout, oh, the layout is really not doing anything. That's kind of strange. We definitely need a layout. Why am I not having layouts? It's again an empty vector. Yeah, okay. A descriptor set layout. How many do I have, or should I need? I guess this reflects the pipeline layout create info. Pipeline layout create flags. Pitch. Independent sets. Okay, I don't have that. Okay, yeah. I'm ignoring push constant, so the only thing then, also ignoring that possible flag, ignoring p next, of course. I just have a vector of scripter set layouts, and the order doesn't matter. These are those things that have the binding numbers in it. Excuse me. I don't know where I just was. This is the scripter set layout create info. And that is simply a vector of the scripter set layout binding objects. Yeah, okay. Let's go with that. The scripter set layout binding itself contains a binding number and scripter type, etc. So we should have the same number of these as we have shader resources for which we have declarations in all the shader modules that we're using in all the stages. Korean food. I have no idea, little Deek. I'm wondering if I can also have more of these or not. I mean, how restricted is the number of the scripter set layout binding objects that I have? I know you can pass one with the descriptor counter 0. That means that you are not allowed to use it. I think, if I remember that correctly. Subflex, well, my code also has continuously errors, and then I've just fixed them. Programming, well, in my eyes at least, programming means you write something and then you fix 10 errors, and then you write the next part and then you'll fix again 10 errors. So you gotta be very, very good at understanding those compiler errors and fixing it. I think I read 1 million compiler errors in my lifetime. Yeah, well, knowing my engine, I'm not going to add... Well, that's not true. I was going to say I'm not going to add more descriptor set layout bindings than I really need. But the whole point is that I might want to reuse something. Subflex, yes. Well, let's try the full brute force approach, because now I'm already trying to fill stuff in, and the whole point was that I'm too stupid for that. So I'm just going to try to see what happens. If I say, I don't know, I'm just gonna generate every possibility for now. Probably gets too big then, but certainly 3 stages. Yeah, 3 stages are already too big. If we get 1.7 million with a single stage, then 3 stages is 1.7 million to the power 3. Whoops. And this is another factor of God knows how much, but a lot. Too much. Probably have to do optimizations. Cannot do pure brute force. Okay. Brute force it is for now. I'm going to do the same thing as I did with the other. That took a vector. Oh boy, this one takes a vector. It's way too big. It's going to be way too slow. What was the other object that I just did that had a vector in it? The declarations. So reset just resets it. Reset just resets it. Huh? Okay, I'm an idiot. Reset just clears it. And then next runs over all the possibilities with the given vector size. And if that fails, we increase the vector size. Just copy everything. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do I have a bad memory? Because it annoys me that I cannot just, I wrote this. I want to look at this and then go here and then still know it. And then just retype it. And it annoys the hell out of me that now I'm here, I have no idea what it was. I just don't know. Okay, I can try harder. Let me try harder. Okay, maybe the size is tested, then I create a vector, and then place back the vector, remove it and return true. So size type, new size is descriptor set layouts dot size +1 if new size is larger than the maximum. I don't know. The other one was something else, of course. In this case, it is the maximum number of descriptor set layouts. Some number anyway. Then return false. Otherwise, create a vector. Descriptor set layouts new descriptor set layouts new size, comma, all of it depends actually. That doesn't take anything. Yeah, well, don't even have to do it is difficult then. But okay, there was more my memory test. And then I did run I is less than new size, I guess, plus I. A new descriptor set layouts dot and place back. I don't have any arguments again. And then descriptor set layouts is standard move new descriptor set layouts return true. Is this correct? I don't know. I think it is correct, but I'm not sure. I don't know. So now I'll copy it. And then I'll paste it here, which I wanted to do anyway. Now we can compare if I got it right. Next, then choose on a new size is a thing size +1. A new size larger than some number, return false. Otherwise, you create a vector. Oops, I added a new size here already. That's not right. It's even nonsense. And place back. Standard move. Well, I got it right, so I'm not even that bad then. Maybe it should try a little harder every time. Keep the memory trained. But yeah, now I'm just emplacing back default constructed stuff, so that's kind of silly. I'm just gonna do new size here. That was actually better. And I don't even have to move it. Well, I might as well do it here directly. Pretty sure that should work. And then we have to implement the move constructor for the descriptor set layout still. That bloody thing has well, I can just use the move constructor that it already has. It's just a vector. No. That's not true. The tuple was a problem. Yeah, so we need to create a... Let's just delete the copy constructor. And the assignment constructors. Assignment constructors. I mean, I'm really getting senile here. It starts with your vocabulary, isn't it? Language. I'm thinking the right thing, but then nonsense comes out. Horrible. This is called the assignment operator. Yes, thank you very much. This is the assignment operator, and this is the move assignment operator. And here we have the move constructor. And then I have to do the same thing as I did here. That's the only way it will ever work. But just for the heck of it, I might as well move the vector, which is empty. It's gonna be empty, but well, you know, to make it a real move constructor. So that then fixes the reference inside the generated. Of course it doesn't compile. No matching constructor of initialization of standard vector. Set layer bounding does not have a default constructor. Okay, there's a constructor, no non-conversion from to size type. What? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Oh. I mean, it's the usual idiot thing. I didn't implement that one yet. Yeah, what is the maximum size of my descriptor set layout vector? I think the number of shader resources that I have. Which we didn't specify yet. I think that's 4. It is 4, I think, but where is that defined? Here, number of shader resources. Isn't that what I just typed? that what I just typed? And I don't know where I typed it. What was the last thing that I was editing? Is it this one? Pipeline layout.h? I guess. Number of. Oh, it gets a core. Probably still won't compile, but hey. So that thing is defined in this header. Might try to include that. Include a whole header just for a single constant. I hate that. But it compiles. Oh, we get debug output. Why do I suddenly get debug output again? Why do I suddenly get debug output again? Oh, because count is quite large. No. Whoa, quite fast, but it's only 8 million, so it's just 5 times slower. Yeah, well, So let's print the last 100 again, I guess. Okay, see you, Submax. So now we end with one stage still. Yes, that would be nice. I still need people to help me with my project. One of these computer science guys here has to step forward and say, "Hey, Carlo, can I join you with the project? I have way amounts of time to waste. Free time. Cannot think of anything better to do with it than to help you with the project. Texture 1, texture 1, texture 1, blah blah blah. Yeah. Okay, it was about the layout. Here's the layout. Pipeline layout has now 4 descriptor set layouts. 1, 2, 3, 4. To I guess it's 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 is 5. That's indeed 5 times, son. Haha. 5 times 1.7. So probably 8.6 or something. So it increases the number of the script set layouts, but inside it's completely empty. That was not what I wanted to see, of course. And that is why it is still so fast. Another vector. Yeah, this is going to make it really slow. Oh, new test. Can we still do this? Yeah, kind of depends on can this be moved? So binding could be moved. Oh, I think I already did this one, didn't I? Wait. Type is an interval, count is also an integer. It's a bit set. Everything can just be copied, right? These things do not contain the references, so no problem in moving this. So then also here I'm just going to do nah. I'm going to do what I did before. That is clear it and then resize it. Or maybe not. Or maybe I am. I guess it doesn't really matter. Wasn't there something else after this? No, I don't think so. Okay, now the size. Maximum size of the descriptor set layout binding. The number of descriptor set layout bindings. Deja vu. I was looking at this and then before. I'm pretty sure about that. And then I said the number of shader resources. How can I have to look at it again? I don't get this at all. I think the previous one was wrong then. Previous one. A number of descriptor set layout. It wasn't so bad if it isn't going to exponentially blow up in slowness. This is by now never going to finish anymore. I hate that. And we get output again, of course. Yeah. At least now I know why. I think it's time to run this, compile this with optimization. That might speed things up. Let's see if we can calculate how big I expect this to become. I have... Yeah, I cannot remember what was in it. About 3 times 3 times... I don't know. If it is again that 36, we get I think yeah, more than 4 times a million squared or something like that. It's gonna take forever already. And then do that to the power 3 when I turn on 3 stages. It's boo, brute force is too slow. I'll have to be smarter. Yeah, we'll get it. I think I'm going to stop because I have to think again. It's better if I only stream when I have a plan already and code something. Yeah. No, man. I'm really depressed about all this. Okay, one game of chess and then I'll leave. And I better win this time because it's getting horrible. Really? It's the new opening. I'll take the center. You go ahead and take whatever you want on the side. There's this square twice. This pawn is past that square. Would be nice to threaten to at least to put a knight here, but then a knight has to come from God knows where. Oh, he's attacking my. Yeah, well, the bishop has to go there anyway, so I might as well defend this pawn like this. So now push this pawn, I might go like this and then there. And then if he does that, etc. Yeah, something like that. Oh, he pins my knight. Well, I just castle. Slightly annoying, I have to say that. I wasn't going to castle there anyway. Yeah, okay. Can't push. Cannot defend this one. I have to take. It doesn't really look optimal. I could try to keep it. He takes here, I have to take back like that, and then he could go there. No, probably not. Could go there here first, and then threaten to take here. But in that case, see, I push here, he takes a take with the queen, and then oh, the knight's gone. He doesn't even threaten to take here. There is no threat. Why do I do this? Why not? Why not? No, I cannot put my bishop here because I block my rook. I could put my rook first here, maybe. Pester it away. It would be nice to pester it away because it's very annoying here. And then I can push c3 maybe. I could also just pester it away by moving my bishop here. No, he takes. So I would first have to move this pawn. Yeah, I'll have to do that anyway. He pushes this pawn. No, I take this one here. He has to castle. He should castle. I do this. You can still not doing. Maybe this one. Attacking my front. I take. He takes. I give a fork. No, I do this. Thing is really, really nasty. I do want to push this pawn though. That would be a nice attack on his king after the castles. Development of the knight. Yeah, then I'll really have to do that. Otherwise I lose this pawn. So yeah, pushing this pawn would be really nice because then it frees the bishop and it frees my knight. My knight could go bang there. Oh, a good square. Yeah, now I cannot push it. Okay, what is he trying to do? I don't know. This thing has to go somewhere. And that would be this place then. He takes my bishop, I take back, no problem. Takes a knight, I take back. I don't see any problems. You could take here. If he takes here and I take with the queen, then now I can take here and I to take back with my pawn. Because yeah, now I can just take with the knight, right? No problem. No problem. Now my knight is further away from this square and I really want to go there. let's say I push my pawn, the knight goes. I put my knight here, threaten to take there. Oh, never mind. Did I just lose a pawn? Shit, I lost a pawn. Oh, that was his trick. Oh, that's so nasty. I lost the whole pawn. And he's threatened to go here. But then I just move my rook up? No, I move my queen up. And then he could take that, but that's stupid. He would go there, I guess. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this. Guess he's gonna go here. I don't know why, but he liked this square before. No, he doesn't, I mean. Okay, then let's move this pawn up. Just because it's a double pawn. Make him sweat. Think that... oh no, and I thought it was a double pawn and now it's attacking me. It moved. No, it frees my rook. That attacks my knight and my bishop. And the knight is protected. Yeah, but still. This guy is still trying the same trick. This knight comes here and then this knight defends against, well, almost mate here. For example, knight comes here, I push h3 and bishop takes here, bishop takes back. Queen gives check. I go to the side, check, I go there, no problem. Yeah, anyway, it's something I have to look out for, kind of. Just one pawn, it shouldn't be down. It should be like, hey, he hasn't castled yet. But yeah, no, I'm gonna win on time. I'm going to win on time. 3+ seconds or not. This is ridiculous. Normally my opponent has 2 minutes while I have 30 seconds. And even then I play them through time. Because I suddenly start to move fast. He defends the bishop, nobody knows why. Let me take this. I wanted to move fast, right? Don't like this. Let's make a hole. Mm-hmm. Let him think about it. A long time. You have 14 seconds left. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. This guy is an idiot. Why is he thinking that long? Why is he thinking that long? That would be an unprotected queen. What about this move? It's also not good. Could do this. You cannot push. That's actually a good move. Yep. So now I go here. Probably pushes this pawn. Also a bit too soon. Or I do this. Doesn't threaten. I don't have much threats, I have to admit. Aha, but now I have lots of threads. I go here, it takes my knight, give check, he goes there, check, he goes there. I have nothing. Take another pawn, at least it will cost him time. It will cost him time. I think I'm going to sacrifice my rook. Let's sacrifice the rook just to win on time. No, he's not doing it. He is not doing it. Oh, that's nasty. Oh! Fuck, I see my time suddenly go. No! How can I lose this on time? Nah. So that's how it works. You think, 2 minutes again, 30 seconds. I cannot lose on time. Now, at least now I know how my opponents lose in cases like that. And I lost again. Oh my god. I'm gonna play one more game without talking. Because I think that is the reason that I lose every time when I stream is probably because I talk. That there's no other difference. Fucking losing on time again. Seriously. All or nothing. Nothing. Yeah, well, I should have taken the draw, I guess. No, man, made it one. Yeah. Damn, yeah. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow, I hope. I'm gonna go off